Let's head over now to Aaron Derfel, the wonderful health reporter with the Montreal Gazette. He's published now several stories on this Discord server that was used by aspiring Quebec medical school applicants. It was flooded with anti-Semitic, racist messages, misogynist messages. Let's get the latest on this. Aaron Derfel's on the line. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Elias. Good morning.
Good to talk to you here, Aaron. So your latest piece here goes over the Discord. This is the social media site that ran this channel, this group chat, has shut down this site for now at least. What's the latest here? What's the latest reporting?
So, Dawson College is continuing its investigation into this racist trolling by med school applicants, and there were 20 to 30 accounts and genuine med school applicants. This is not made up. Who were exchanging all kinds of anti-Semitic and anti-Black and anti-Indigenous and homophobic and misogynistic messages going back for months. So, but the ringleader. One of the ringleaders of this gang of trolls appears to be from Dawson, and this is a student who had been awarded a youth medal by the lieutenant governors just at the end of last month. And so the lieutenant governor's office is concerned about this, wants to know about the outcome of the investigation by Dawson to determine whether to take back that medal.
Now, you use the word trolls, right? You said a group of trolls, gang of trolls on this site. And I wonder,
yes.
I wonder because, I'm looking at this story, and I don't know if we know any ages of the people, like how old they are. Are they adults? Are they 17? Or are they 20? I don't know what the ages are here. And I'm trying to get to, are they just trolls? Are they just, stupid young people? Or is there something really dark about the hatred? And I wonder if you have a thought or two on that.
I think that it might be a bit of both. I think that what I was able to determine is that those racist trolls are genuine med school applicants, and reading their messages on the MedServer channel on Discord, which has since been deactivated, they would switch between just the applications process, how to apply into Quebec's 4 medical schools, the various stages. So this you have pre-med, you have various ages. We're not talking high school students. Mm-hmm. And you also even have med students. I had found out, there was this one student who just dropped out of the channel because they were so shocked by the language. And there are also cases when some of the participants or some of the people on the channel objected, the moderator had them excluded. What we're talking here about is perhaps some people who had become radicalized. It's a very delicate issue, but and I think that because this is involves the applications process, there's this feeling that suspicion that Black students, that Jews, that women, Indigenous peoples are getting into med schools more easily. They're awarded bonus points. This is false. There is a Black medical pathway program for underrepresented students at McGill and Indigenous health professionals program at McGill. But the criteria to accept is very stringent. But there's this myth that's being propagated, this anti-DI myth that's being propagated that, if you look like a Jew, you dress like a Jew. If you're Black, if you're a Black lesbian, you'll get extra bonus points. So there's this. This is how it's in that context that it arose, and then some of these users are on the account would then go on to talk about to denigrate Jews, to denigrate women. It's not a good idea for there to be a woman. She might faint during surgery or vomit during surgery. So they would just spin out of control that way. But the origin of it was this assumption that the medical schools are in a reverse discrimination, accepting too many people from these various communities.
Aaron, are the people that were spouting this stuff, are they easily identifiable? Was this Discord server like quasi anonymous? Do we know who was doing this?
Actually, you could join it. Anyone could join it. I've joined it, and they know that I'm on it because I'm using my real name. And they're I think they're referring to, they're saying that people are snitching to me. That's the term that they're using.
Jeez.
But what they do is they as is the case often with X and these other platforms, they don't use their real names. They use these avatars or these handles, whatever. Mm-hmm. Like Hydrobeats is one handle. This is someone who has praised Hitler and etc. So how do you identify them? Well, in the case of this ringleader, who's at at Dawson, I was told that they were talking about themselves. You couldn't help but draw the conclusion that it was this particular person because they were saying, "Look, I'm going to be at this open house." At the Université de Sherbrooke, its medical school has a satellite campus in Longueuil, and this person's going to be at that open house. And they were talking about some of the activities at Dawson, some of the activities involving the Muslim Student Association at Dawson, and so.
There's a bit of detective work, right? There's a bit of detective work, but it's easy to track people at the end of the day if you with a few clues.
Yes.
Just before we wrap up here, Aaron, I got to ask consequences. What do you think? What are you hearing? Whether it's from McGill University, I know they've had some comment here. The higher education minister. What do you think consequences will be for those who took part in this?
Yeah. So for this one student, at least, it's really sad. It seems that this person's career trajectory is might be severely affected, even destroyed, if you will. Someone who's very, very promising, and it's sending the message that this is not tolerated. But what the story revealed, at least with social media, it's like a hydra-headed beast. When you cut off one channel, then another channel spouts. So on this news server or this Revives channel, it's called Med whatever Quebec 24. The trolling has continued, returned, but it's a lot less. So I think that these issues, they're investigating. We'll see what the outcome is. Discord has done something. There have been some consequences. One channel was deactivated. This one student is probably not going to get into the medical schools and have their medal taken away, and the other students are on guard that they have to be very, very careful. So, and Derry's office is following this very closely. There's no recall that she launched an investigation into Dawson and Vanier in general about racist bullying. So I'm sure that's going to be, taking this into account as well.
Aaron, thanks so much for taking the time for us this morning. I'll direct all of our listeners to your excellent coverage, your series right now of stories on this issue on the Gazette website if they want to follow along. Thanks, Aaron.
Oh, my pleasure.
That's Aaron Derfel from the Montreal Gazette.